some people think. And some people sink into thought. They don't just react to life, they analyze it. They don't just experience moments, they question them. Deep thinkers move differently through the world. Slower. Quieter. More internally. Today, we're going to explore the psychology of deep thinkers. How their minds work, why they feel so intensely, and why their inner world is often richer than anything they show on the surface. 1. Deep thinkers don't accept reality at face value. Most people experience life as it appears. Deep thinkers experience life as it means. They instinctively ask, why did this happen? What does this say about human nature? What pattern am I missing? Psychologically, this is linked to high cognitive depth, the tendency to search beneath surface-level explanations. For a deep thinker, nothing is random. Every interaction feels connected to something larger. This doesn't mean they overcomplicate life for fun. It means their minds are wired to seek understanding, not comfort. 2. Their minds rarely go quiet. For deep thinkers, silence doesn't mean peace. It means more room for thought. Their minds replay conversations. They revisit decisions. They imagine alternate outcomes. This constant mental activity is often mistaken for anxiety, but it's not always fear driving it. It's curiosity. Their brains are always processing past experiences, future possibilities, emotional subtext, unspoken meanings. This makes them insightful, but also mentally exhausted. 3. They feel emotions more intensely. Deep thinkers don't skim emotions. They immerse themselves in them. Happiness feels profound. Sadness feels heavy. Love feels consuming. Loss feels existential. Psychologically, this is connected to emotional depth and sensitivity. They don't just feel what happened. They feel what it represents. That's why small moments can affect them deeply, and why they sometimes struggle to just move on. For them, emotions are not events. They're experiences to be understood. 4. They struggle with superficial connections. Small talk feels empty to a deep thinker. Not because they're arrogant, but because their mind craves substance. They want conversations that explore beliefs, fears, meaning, contradictions, truth. This can make social situations draining. They're often surrounded by people, yet feel alone. Psychologically, deep thinkers prioritize depth over frequency in relationships. They don't need many connections. They need real ones. 5. Overthinking is the shadow side of depth. The same mind that sees deeply can also trap itself. Deep thinkers often overanalyze decisions, replay mistakes, question their own thoughts, doubt conclusions they've already reached. This isn't weakness. It's the cost of complexity. Their brains are excellent at generating possibilities, but not always at choosing one and resting. That's why deep thinkers often struggle with indecision. Not because they don't know enough, but because they know too much. 6. They are highly self-aware. Deep thinkers spend a lot of time inside their own heads. They reflect on their motives, their flaws, their contradictions, their growth. Psychologically, this creates high self-awareness, but also high self-criticism. They notice patterns in their behavior long before others do. They see their own mistakes clearly. The downside? They can be harder on themselves than anyone else ever could be. 7. They often feel out of place. Many deep thinkers grow up feeling different. Not better. Not worse. Just out of sync. They may feel like others are moving too fast. Conversations stay too shallow. Life is treated too lightly. This creates a sense of internal distance. Psychologically, This is common in people with high introspective intelligence, those who live more in reflection than reaction. They don't struggle because they're broken. They struggle because they're tuned to a different frequency. 8. Creativity and depth often go together. Deep thinkers are natural creators. Even if they never share it, they often write privately, imagine vividly, think in metaphors, connect abstract ideas. Their creativity comes from internal exploration rather than external stimulation. They don't need noise to create. They need space. That's why boredom often sparks their best ideas. Their mind fills the silence on its own. 9. They value meaning over status. Deep thinkers are rarely impressed by surface-level success. Titles, money, and popularity only matter if they connect to something deeper. They ask, does this align with who I am? Does this matter in the long run? Is this meaningful, or just impressive? Psychologically, they operate from intrinsic motivation. They're driven by purpose, not applause. And that makes their choices harder, but more authentic. 10. They need solitude to function well. Solitude is not loneliness for deep thinkers. It's maintenance. Time alone allows them to process emotions, organize thoughts, reconnect with themselves, make sense of the world. Without solitude, their mind feels cluttered, overstimulated, disconnected. This is why deep thinkers often withdraw, not to escape people, but to return as themselves. 11. They see life as a question, not an answer. Most people want certainty. Deep thinkers live comfortably in uncertainty. They understand that people are complex. Truth is layered. Answers change with perspective. Instead of demanding clarity, they explore ambiguity. Psychologically, this reflects high tolerance for complexity. They don't rush to conclusions. They sit with questions. And sometimes, the question itself is enough. Being a deep thinker is both a gift and a burden. It brings insight, but also heaviness. Wisdom, but also doubt. Clarity, but also restlessness. Deep thinkers don't live on the surface of life. They live underneath it. And while the world often rewards speed, noise, and certainty, deep thinkers remind us of something essential. That understanding takes time. That meaning requires depth. And that some minds are not meant to rush through life. They are meant to understand it.